the entire time instead of talk.
And I have the flu. This is the first time I go to a show and I come out dancing and thinking this is so much fun.
You have the flu?
Yeah, and I just hugged you, sorry.
Now you tell me.
I forget.
Well, you're acting like you act like you're healthy.
This gave me a lot of energy.
Yeah, did it?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But whenever I'm sick, I come out here and dance, and I can't breathe afterwards.
No, but I feel like that now.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have some water, please. And then we'll get you some, let me just wash my hands real quick. Because there. Seriously, so things are good? Things are good?
Yeah. But people don't really behave like that when I tell them. It's so funny.
Well,
and I should be respectful and tell you before.
Yes. Well, no, it's fine. It's fine. Respectful. You have a very thick accent, but I thought I was going to have a hard time understanding you. But
I hope not, because I've been taking lessons forever. When I was a kid, I did French, and then I started with the English much later. So that's why it took me. When you start as a kid, you get rid of the accent much faster.
Right.
But I always have a teacher next to me because now I'm shooting in 4 different languages, so I always have to have a teacher there, but I love that.
You're shooting in 4 different languages right now, or
No, I mean, it's the...
So it's English, Spanish,
Italian, and French.
And French. Wow, that's very impressive. But it is harder when you start later, because there's a part of the brain that it's easier to learn language when you're younger.
Yes, and it's also the muscles, you know, when you train them, like for the French when I started when I was 4 or 5, so then you get that much faster. You're just not used to it. You know?
Right. Yeah, well, when you're not able to, what am I trying to say, manipulate or...
yes. You have never worked those muscles.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I don't... But if I wanted to, I could actually speak a different language because I'm very good at the languages.
That sounds like a little Italian accent.
Really? That was supposed to be Irish.
Ah, okay. But you see, I'm not the best judge because...
No, it wasn't. It was, and even when I know a little bit of Spanish, like, ¿Cómo está usted? And that doesn't even sound...
That sounds good.
Gracias, de nada.
De nada, I'm the one that says de nada.
Yes, I know, I'm just showing off.
But it sounds good, you have a good accent.
I'm always shocked when people have such a pure accent and then it's not naturally their accent. It's really impressive to me. But I
mean, I can do all those accents in Spanish, you know?
Yeah.
Or now I was playing an Italian and I had to lose my Spanish accent completely playing an Italian. But it's a very similar language.
Right. And then when you stop rolling, once they cut, do you go back to your accent or do you try to keep the Italian accent the whole time?
With the Italian movie, it was not only the accent, it was the language. So I was just only speaking Italian the whole time for 4 months.
Wow. But really, that's 4 languages. Really very impressive. I wanted to tell you how beautiful you looked, and I saw you because I was going to ask you this, but I already saw the answer. This is you and your friend Salma Hayek at the Oscars, and you looked beautiful. And what you did, what I liked, because I was watching the pre-show, and they were asking, you know, different actors and actresses what they were doing before they got there. And I was going to ask you if you were nervous, but someone asked you that, and this is what. Tell them what you do to not be nervous before you show up.
Eat a lot, you know. And what is funny is that when I go to the red carpet, somebody asked me, "What did you do today?" And I said, "I just ate In and Out. I just had a cheeseburger." And it was like this big deal that you know.
Yes.
It's always funny to me. It's just.
Do you drive through, or do you go sit in there in your gown?
No, I did it with my gown, and it's a kind of my ritual because you do get a little nervous. And the other time I had like a lentil soup in my gown, and it's great to see all the people that are there getting so nervous, and because it is like a wedding that day. It's so crazy.
Well, most people don't eat for a week before they put dresses like that on, and then you're eating like, was it like a double-double?
It was a double-double.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Good for you. Good for you. So you can go that way. Eating, it calms you down. I'll tell you, gin is good too.
Yeah, but that doesn't work for me. Like,
no?
The maximum is like a glass of wine, and I only had one at the end of the day. After, I mean, you get on the stage to present, and you know, so many million people are watching, and you do get a little nervous.
Yeah.
Alcohol would not make me better.
You'd fall over? So you, I said you were here with Selma, and you're good friends, And you actually, you were on a flight on Halloween together that sounds like it was very scary?
We had an emergency landing, yeah. And it was Halloween, and we were wearing wigs and scary masks. And then the oxygen mask came down, and it's like, oh, it must be a joke. It's Halloween. So some of us didn't put the mask on, and it was for real. But it's great that we can now be here and laugh about it, you know, and imitate each other on the flight, because we all had different reactions. And I was the hysterical one crying and screaming. I was the only person in the plane yelling.
It's so good to see you.
Great to see you, Ellen.
It's been a while, and happy holidays to you. And did you spend it? I know you live here part-time, in Spain part-time. Were you in Spain for the holidays?
No, we were here in LA.
Yeah.
Because my brother lives here, and we're very close. I'm 11 years older than him, and he has a little baby. I had met him, but my kids still had not met their cousin, and they were very angry and upset about that. And finally, we could be here together with them.
Oh, that's sweet. That's great. Are there specific traditions that you have coming from Spain, and do you do them here?
Well, you know that we eat 12 grapes for New Year's evening in the last 12 seconds.
In 12 seconds, you have to eat 12 grapes?
Yeah, and normally they give you grapes that are this big, so I'm always like looking at everyone and nobody's choking. And this is the first time that I go to a place and my own brother didn't have the grapes prepared. So for Javier and I, that was like the end of the world. How are we going to do this ritual without the grapes?
And what is that supposed to mean? What's that do when you eat the 12 grapes?
I think, you know, we've done it for so long that is, some people say you ask for one wish for each grape. For others, it's more a superstition thing. For me, it's just this beautiful ritual with my family since I was a little girl. But I have to say, since I have little children, it has become such a stressful moment. I'm looking at them like, are they still breathing?
Right. Yeah, to shove 12 grapes in your mouth.
I used to cut them, like give them a quarter of the grape. They don't want that. They want the whole thing. So.
Well, the most important thing is that you were with your family and your loved ones, and we're all grateful, and we're healthy and happy and stuff like that. You have been here many times. Your first time here was season 2, and so this is what you were teaching me. Do you remember this moment where you were teaching me a dance that you did in a movie?
Oh my God, yes, I remember. And you did it too. Great.
It's a lot of commitment.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, Salma Hayek was here, your good friend Salma, and first we were Zooming with her, and the owl, actually I wanted to meet it, and the owl showed up with lunch in its claws, and then we were talking about it here. Have you met the owl?
Yes, of course.
Do you like the owl?
I love the owl, because when she told me that she had one, I was blown away, because when I was little, my grandmother had a neighbor who had an owl, and I was really scared of the owl, but I always wanted to go and see her. And then Salma has one at home, and she invites us to feed the owl with these little rats and give it to my daughter to give the rat to the owl, which is a little traumatic for her.
Yeah. That's not the way to... How old is your daughter?
8.
And
but she knows the other animal has to eat too. But the first day was, you know, she was very impressed by that.
I love owls, though, and I think that's so cool. I keep telling her she needs to get a second one because it needs a pal.
I agree with you. But it's so cute, that animal that she has there.
And also, did you know that her house was haunted?
She didn't tell me that. We've been in that house, and I believe it. If she says that it's haunted, I believe her.
You wouldn't be scared of that. You would like that, right?
If she sees this interview, she's going to laugh, because you know, when I got to LA the first time, we didn't know each other, only on the phone. And I got here with a ticket to make a movie. I had my return ticket, so I was coming here for 2 months, and I didn't know anyone here. And she picked me up at the airport, and she said, "You're not going to the hotel. You're coming to my house, because this is hard at the beginning, and you're gonna feel very lonely." So she took me to her house. That's why now we're like sisters. And I ended up also sleeping in her room because I was scared. And you know, that's the way we met. And on top of that, in the middle of the night, she says that I was holding her hand. Because I was afraid. I don't know. I was dreaming. So she would laugh so much if she hears you say that, because our beginning was really particular.
That's really sweet, though. And that's great that she took you in and that she knew that it was going to be hard.
It was amazing, you know, that somebody that I really didn't know only on the phone.
Yeah.
She made sure that she picked me up at the airport and she didn't let me go to the hotel. She told me, you are, whether you want it or not, you don't know me, but you're coming to my house. I'm not going to leave you alone
That's
in the hotel.
so
I
sweet.
love her so much, but, you know, from day one, she's been like that with me.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic. I love her. I adore her.